Hey guys, Raivuns here. So Avatar 2 is performing extremely well at the box office. It's outperforming everyone's expectations. And this is really crazy, because looking just a month back, people were saying that, ooh, Avatar 2 will flop, or it won't even hit $1 billion, and the Avatar franchise is over, nobody cares about the first one. Well, and now Avatar 2 is already one of the highest grossing movies of all time, and is pretty much on its way to the $2 billion mark, which is incredible. Just a handful of movies ever reached that milestone, but Avatar 2 is coming. So we got this headline: weekend box office, Avatar sequel now 7th highest grossing film ever, with 1.7 billion in worldwide earnings. Avatar: The Way of Water led the domestic weekend box office charts for the 4th consecutive time with an estimated 45 million in earnings between Friday and Sunday, according to Box Office Mojo, as the movie's worldwide revenue surpasses 1.7 billion and inches towards director James Cameron's 2 billion target, making it one of the most lucrative films of all time. And yeah, many of you probably remember James Cameron saying that this movie needs to make at least $2 billion just to break even. After that, people were going crazy saying that's impossible, 2 billion is way too high. And I thought so too, and James Cameron corrected himself and said that the number is closer to 1.5 billion. So 1.5 billion to break even. It's already at 1.7 billion, so it has already made some profit, and it's still going, and it's going strong. Disney's Avatar: The Way of Water, Cameron's sequel to the highest grossing film of all time, has earned a total of 517 million domestically, along with 1.19 billion in international earnings, making it the 7th highest grossing film of all time. The Avatar sequel crossed the 1.5 billion worldwide earnings mark on Thursday, vaulting ahead of Top Gun: Maverick to become the highest grossing film released in 2022. The Top Gun sequel has earned 1.48 billion worldwide. And that's impressive. Top Gun: Maverick also came as a surprise hit for many people. No one expected Top Gun: Maverick to make over $1 billion. But the movie had incredible word of mouth, people loved that movie, and it didn't just pass 1 billion, but it skyrocketed above it. It's almost at 1.5 billion. So that's extremely impressive, and I'm happy for all Top Gun: Maverick fans out there. The Way of Water vaulted ahead of Jurassic World and Disney's 2019 Lion King remake, which dropped to the 8th and 9th spots respectively, with total global earnings of more than 1.6 billion each this weekend. But it still trails Spiderman No Way Home, which grossed 1.9 billion. And honestly, to be true, at the rate it's going right now, I actually do believe it will surpass Spider-Man No Way Home, and I do think that it will pass the $2 billion mark. So it will not only surpass Spider-Man No Way Home, but also Avengers Infinity War and Star Wars 7. After slightly leading The Way of Water on Friday, Universal's horror film Megan came in second at the US box office this weekend, raking in 30 million. And that's also pretty impressive. Megan is extremely successful, and I even heard that they already announced a sequel for the movie. But back to the topic, Avatar: The Way of Water. Here we can see the Box Office Mojo website. It's sitting at over 1.7 billion, as we can see, with most of it coming from international markets with about 70%, and it's still going strong. Here's the list for the highest grossing films worldwide, with Avatar 2 sitting at the 7th spot, just below Spider-Man No Way Home. And Avatar 1 is all the way up there in the first place with over 2.9 billion. I don't expect Avatar 2 to make it into the top 3 highest grossing movies of all time, but it could become the 4th highest grossing movie of all time, in my opinion. I think it could outgross Avengers Infinity War and Star Wars The Force Awakens. I don't know about Titanic, which is another James Cameron movie. I don't know if it will pass that, but it will come in 3rd or 4th place. That's my prediction. And that would mean a huge success for the movie, and the sequels are pretty much guaranteed at this point. They're 100% happening. And if Avatar 2 makes it into the top 5 highest grossing movies of all time, that would mean that James Cameron has directed 3 of the 5 highest grossing movies of all time. He directed Avatar, he directed Titanic, and he directed Avatar 2. So that would be an incredible achievement for him. And I liked Avatar 2, I thought it was a pretty solid movie. Pretty good in my opinion. But what's your opinion on the movie? That interests me, write it in the comments down below. And like the video and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one. Please help my channel grow, I would really appreciate it. So that's it for now, I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care.